Jeremiah, and Jaheim, questions for them, please.
Talk about the responsibility you all feel like you need to carry as veterans. So much is expected of you in the preseason. I know the preseason honors don't mean much, but it does mean people know how good you can be. So what's that like to carry those expectations at a place like EKU?
It really means a lot. I mean, I got to come in here and work every day, and I got to set the standards for the younger guys, show them, even when I leave, how it's supposed to be, how y'all got to continue to keep going when I leave.
I feel like it's not really pressure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with us is more of just holding the standard each and every day and playing how we're supposed to play and just being consistent in everything that we do. Because obviously, like you said, like it's an honor, but it doesn't really mean too much because we still haven't won a game yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to go out there, be consistent, and perfect our craft each and every day.
What are some of the biggest differences you see from a year ago? Okay, this didn't work maybe as much, so we tweak it. Or obviously new personnel come in. What are some of the bigger changes you see?
The biggest change I've seen is, the biggest change I've seen is filling in. Like, okay, this person left, now we got this person. Now we got to find out, like, how they are. And, like, so we got to identify them and see how they play. And the bigger difference is when people leave filling in their role. That's the biggest difference. Like, Mike Smith left, now who go fill in for Mike? Mike is gone. That's how I see the biggest difference.
I say the same thing, like just making sure there's really no drop off. Like we had a lot of good guys last year, and we got a lot of good guys coming back, obviously. But it's for us more just the consistency, like I've been saying. Like we got to make sure like there's no drop off. Like we had good players last year, but we always gonna recruit good players to come in to replace them. So there can't be a drop off, and we just gotta make sure everybody's understanding what we're supposed to do and where we're supposed to be.
So many colonels have been honored preseason, and as you said, if you haven't played a game yet, but you're only picked to finish third in the league. Do you guys even care about that? Do you use it as motivation? Do you look at that?
Not really. I say ever since I've been here 4 years, we've finished third every single year I've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like preseason wise. So I feel like that, like we said, it really doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we still got to play 4 quarters and 60 minutes with each team. So at the end of the day, like that's just outside noise. You know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna have their opinion. Everybody's gonna have what they say about us. Because I mean, we EKU at the end of the day. So I mean, it really doesn't really matter much, not to us. Because either way, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna play our hearts out for 4 quarters.
Yeah, what Jeremiah said, we haven't played a down yet. That's just what people think, their opinion. Until August 30th, until we show them who we really are and who we represent, we just got to go out their opinion.
Jaheim, you mentioned Mike, obviously, departing after having a great career here. What did you learn from him, and also have you felt yourself step up into any more of a leadership role, or how do you feel like you're trying to continue the standard of the DB play with yourself?
With Mike leaving, it put me in a big role in position room. Last year Mike was the leader in the DB room, and I followed his footsteps. I learned a lot playing with Mike. Like Mike taught me a lot during the games and after practice. He showed me, and now I gotta show them like how me and Mike did it last year. How can we be better than me and Mike was last year? Can we do a higher thing than me and Mike did last year? Like I'm trying to advance from how we was last year.
Jeremiah, you talk about bringing the new guys in and building that defensive core to repeat some of the success that you guys last year. How vital? What are you guys focusing on, both as an entire defense and then just up front as a defensive line group throughout this fall camp to make sure that you guys can keep the standard of play where it was at last year, if not push it further?
Consistency. Like obviously we got a lot of new guys coming in, and we're a younger team up front, especially like last year, we had a lot of older guys in the room that's been here, been in our system, so they know how to adapt and they know how the system works within the play calls. And we had a lot more, I wouldn't say freedom, but like when you got older guys in the room that's been in the position for a long time, like it's a different level of understanding how we fit in within the scheme. So with me just making sure everybody knows what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to play certain blocks, and how we fit in the defense, because especially playing D-line is kind of like you doing the dirty work for the ones behind you. So if you mess up in your gap or you misfit, it can mess the whole defense up. So really just trying to make sure everybody knows where they fit so we can be more successful as a defense, because it starts up front every play with us.
And then, Jaheim, similar question for you. Well, obviously, Mike's gone, but the defense as a whole brings a lot of guys back. What is the conversation amongst the veterans about the things that you guys want and need to improve on in this fall camp to take this team to that next level, that championship winning level?
Like Jeremiah said, can we be consistent? Can we be better than we was yesterday? Can we keep stacking days? Can we keep making plays? As we continue to grow, can we mature? It's all about that for real.
Any other questions for our defensive members? Good. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
While we'll be coming in here,